Hey guys, Diplex here again. Welcome back to the Second American Civil War of 1916, a submod made by Microsoft Man, the creator of the Great War Realism Mod, which this practically runs on. Super excited to be back with part 2. In the first part, which was divided into two separate videos, the Confederates attacked Washington D.C. and they were this close to winning. They were so close. I can't believe the Union men held them off on the stairs of the Capitol building. Absolutely insane. Very, very brutal battle. And if you missed it, there's going to be a link to it down in the description box below. If you scroll even further down, you're going to find a timestamp taking you straight to the action of today's episode. But for those of you staying, where are we? Can you guess? It's hard to tell. But I'm going to give you a quick look at the building back here. So, we're south of Washington, D.C. We're in Virginia. Some of you might have guessed it. It's not going to be in the title of the video, that's for sure. And this river here is the James River. Guessed it? Some of you did. We are in Richmond, Virginia, of course. And following the Confederate attack on Washington, D.C., the superior Union Navy launched a counterattack further south off the coast. Union Marines and infantry took southern Richmond, which was less defended, and that was the plan. North Richmond, containing more of the industry and, of course, the more important buildings, were more heavily defended, and the city has been under bombardment now for the last couple of days. And it's time for the Union Marines to cross James River into the north part of Richmond. I think this is going to be one hell of a battle. So the map is originally made by Rick, the creator of Born in the Fire America mod, and I don't think I need to mention much else. There's going to be over 1,000 Union Marines attacking the garrison here, which I think is about 2 or 3 companies of Confederate standard infantry. I've heard rumors of Confederate Zouaves on their way here. Like, let's see if they can make it in time. They've been summoned throughout all of the South. Not all of the South, but at least here in Virginia. So some Virginian Zouaves, right? Let's see if they can arrive in the nick of time. Honestly, it's all up to the AI. This is going to be a pretty cool battle. So before I start it, let's say hello, everybody, and welcome back to the fight. Let's get it started. Oh, it's down here, of course. I've been playing so much Call to Arms recently that I don't even know where the start button is. You can hear the fighting going on over here on the right side of the screen. Some Marines are crossing using the bridges, but we're going to focus on the naval attack. Oh no! Oh no! One of the landing crafts, in fact, 2 of the landing crafts have lost their drivers, like their sailors. That's really, really bad. So they're going to have to dismount and swim ashore. Oh, they're sitting ducks in the water. Literally. That's devastating. Some are so frightened, they're actually swimming back to the other side. They're gonna be court-martialed for treason, for sure, but, like, they're just swimming back. They're so frightened. Second wave of Marines have arrived. And right now they are fighting up close with the Confederate troops defending this first perimeter near the shore of the river. Oh, and we have, of course, Union artillery on the opposite side of the river right now shelling the Confederate defenders, supporting the Union attackers. Look at this boat. Look at this landing craft. It's rammed itself up the actual riverbank. How awesome is that? That looks freaking cool. So it looks like the Union Marines are getting a foothold. So these guys have the German Pickelhaube as the helmet, the spiked helmet. Because the Union in this case are supported by the German Empire, one could say, and the Confederates have always sort of sought support from the British and French. So they're gonna have more French and British equipment as you've seen previously, which is kind of cool. Because originally, back in 1863, in fact, I think during the Battle of Gettysburg, there was a British Army advisor together with the Confederates, seeing how they were doing in the war, and, you know, the Brits could have been considering supporting the Confederates if they had actually won that battle, I think. I know that's from the movie Gettysburg, I've seen it, right? But I don't know how realistic that assumption is, but I presume that there's some truth to it. Alright, so the Union Marines are going to be moving up again. They've got the order. They've all unloaded properly. They've got their ammunition. They've reloaded their rifles. They've tended to their wounded here during the initial phase. And the third wave of Union Marines are landing. Another company is about to set foot on this side of the river. And they're starting to make their way past this first totally ruined street block. Out onto the next street, where more ruined buildings lie. Absolutely devastated city from all the Union fire. We're gonna have a look here on the right side and see how the troops crossing the bridges are doing. Facing some seriously heavy resistance, also supported by their own artillery fire, and they're about to engage in some pretty brutal corner-to-corner street fighting here among the alleyways. This is absolutely insane. Can't wait to look back here in a second and see how this fighting will turn out. Because there are some big separate fights going on here during this battle simultaneously. And let's move over here to the left side again by the riverbank. And let's have a closer look at the Union Marines. We've got grenades being used here as well. He's going to throw a hand grenade. There's a machine gunner back here with a rifleman. That grenade is going to force them out of their cover. But this Confederate machine gunner with the Lewis gun is going to be taken out after supposedly killing quite a few Union Marines here attacking. Another grenade being thrown. I love the grenades in this mod. Such a, like, thumpy explosion, like, boom, boom, like, sends that nice shockwave feel. Really, really liking that. Okay, so the left side's been cleared. Blow that whistle, officer. Yes, your troops are with you. The next wave has arrived. The first wave, even the second one, was so poorly battered from all the fire. Like, absolutely insane. And honestly, to see that one of these landing crafts has, like, thrown itself up the shore here is so cool. So we're not going with the Higgins boats or anything like that. I feel like these, without any like heavy or medium machine guns, fit the era way better. So that's what we're going with. Even though I think this early, the landing crafts would have looked different. They would have had this more wooden feel, sorry. This more of a steampunk feeling to them, you know, the steamboat feeling. So more wood, less metal. They're not like dreadnoughts, even though they started appearing during this time. But still, you know what I mean. So a slightly older look, but those landing crafts there I thought fit much better than the classic Higgins boat. So Marines are doing really well here on the left side. This is something the people defending the Capitol building up here should be slightly worried about. And no signs of any Confederate reinforcements. It's all quiet. It's all quiet. Most of the city has been evacuated now. Most of the civilians have fled, preceding the Union bombardment. We got more brutal street fighting here. Union troops doing what they can to tend to their wounds. We got Confederate troops on the streets. I mean, they're holding every corner they can. They've created barricades from collapsed building rubble. And, I mean, they're just fortified. But some skillful Marine sharpshooters are going to do what they can to knock them out. I hear a lot. There they are. The Confederate Slavs have arrived in the nick of time, because the Union infantry right now, or the Union Marines to be more exact, are literally on the doorstep of the Capitol building gardens here.